Hello, my wonderful friend. Welcome. I am so happy you are here with me today. My name is Anna, and this is the VUS Learning English podcast. This is a safe and quiet place for you to learn English. Here, we move slowly, we learn together, and we always support each other. Today, we have a very special episode. It is an episode about growing. It is about feeling more confident when you speak English. Sometimes when we learn a new language, we feel a little stuck. We feel like we use the same words again and again. Words like good, bad, happy, or sad. These words are good words. They are important words, but they are simple. And you are not simple. You have big ideas. You have beautiful thoughts. You have a wonderful world inside you. Today, we will learn 20 new words. These words are like new colors for your painting. They will help you share your beautiful world. They will help you feel more like you when you speak English. So today is not just about learning words. It is about finding your voice. It is about building your confidence. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with me. It means so much. If you enjoy our time together, please think about following or subscribing to our podcast. It helps other learners just like you find our little community. It is a small click for you, but it is a big help for us. Thank you. I always love to know where you're listening from. Are you in a big city or a quiet town? Are you in Sri Lanka or Ethiopia or Canada or somewhere else in our beautiful world? Thinking of you all learning together makes me smile. Okay, are you ready? Find a comfortable place. Maybe take a deep breath. Let go of any stress. Let's begin our journey together. Today, we will learn 20 new words. But please do not feel any pressure. You do not need to remember all of them today. Learning is a journey. It is not a race. Just listen, relax, and let the words wash over you. Our goal is to feel good about our English. Our goal is to grow. So let's start with our very first word. Word number 1, thrive. Our first word is a beautiful word. It is the word that this lesson is all about. The word is thrive. Thrive, thrive. Often we say something is good or growing. For example, my plant is growing, or her new business is good. This is okay. People understand what you mean. But it does not feel very strong. It does not have a lot of energy. The word thrive is full of energy. It is full of life. To thrive means to grow in a very strong and healthy way. It means to do very, very well. It means you are not just living. You are flourishing. You are full of success and happiness. Let's think about a small plant. Imagine a little plant in a dark corner of a room. It gets no sun. It gets very little water. The plant is alive. It is surviving. But it is not happy. It is small and weak. Now imagine you take that same plant. You move it into the sunlight. You give it water every day. You speak to it with kindness. After a few weeks, you look at the plant. It is not the same plant. It is big. It is green. It has beautiful flowers. It is full of life. This plant is not just surviving anymore. This plant is thriving. Can you feel the difference? Surviving is just staying alive. Thriving is living your best life. It is being full of energy and health. We can use this word for people too. Let's imagine your friend, Maria. Maria moved to a new country. The first year was very hard. She did not know many people. Her job was difficult. She was just surviving. She was getting by each day. But now it has been 2 years. Maria has a job she loves. She has wonderful friends. She knows her city very well. She is happy. She is full of energy. You can say, Maria is thriving in her new life. It is much stronger than saying, Maria is doing well. Thriving paints a picture of her happiness and success. So think about this word. Are you surviving in your English, or are you thriving? This lesson is here to help you thrive. What a wonderful first word. Word number 2, sustainable. Our second word is very useful. You might hear it when people talk about our planet, our Earth. The word is sustainable. Sustainable. Sometimes we want to say that something can last for a long time. We might say, it is a long-term plan. This is good, but sustainable is a more powerful word. Something that is sustainable can continue for a very long time. It can keep going without breaking. It can keep going without causing problems. Let's think about energy. The power we use for our lights and our phones. We can get energy from oil, but one day the oil will run out. So using oil is not sustainable. It cannot continue forever. Now think about the sun. The sun gives us light and warmth every day. It will be there tomorrow and next year and for many, many years. Energy from the sun is sustainable energy. It can continue for a very long time. But this word is not just for the planet. You can use it for your life. Imagine you want to be more healthy. You decide to go on a new diet. On this diet, you only eat 1 banana a day. Can you do this for a long time? For 1 week? Maybe. For 1 month? No. For 1 year? Of course not. It is not healthy. It is not a sustainable diet. You cannot continue it for a long time. A sustainable diet is one that is healthy and balanced. It is something you can do for many years. It becomes a part of your life. You could say, I want to find a sustainable way to be healthy, not just a fast diet. This shows you are thinking about the future. You are thinking long term. Using the word sustainable makes you sound very thoughtful. It is a great word for plans, for habits, and for the world. Sustainable. Able to continue for a long, long time. Word number 3, reassure. Our next word is a very kind word. It is about helping someone who is worried. The word is reassure. Reassure. Imagine your friend is very nervous. Maybe they have a big test tomorrow. They say, I am so scared, I think I will fail. You want to make them feel better. You might say, don't worry, you will be okay. This is a nice thing to say. The word reassure describes this action. To reassure someone is to help them stop feeling afraid. It is to take away their worry and give them comfort. Let's think of a small child. The child is afraid of the dark. He is in his bed and the room is dark. He feels scared. His father comes into the room. He gives his child a warm hug. He says, it's okay. I am right here with you. You are safe. The child feels better. His fear goes away. The father is reassuring his child. He is giving him peace and comfort. He is making him feel safe. We can use this word in many situations. Imagine you are waiting for a friend. She is very late. You start to worry. Is she okay? Did something happen? Then you get a text message from her. It says, so sorry I'm late. My bus was slow. I will be there in 5 minutes. When you read this message, your worry goes away. You feel calm again. Her message has reassured you. It took away your fear. To reassure someone is a very kind action. It shows that you care about their feelings. It shows you want to help them feel calm and safe. Reassure, a beautiful, kind word. Word number 4, run through. Okay, it is time for our first phrasal verb. Phrasal verbs are very common in English. They make you sound very natural. This one is run through. 2 words, run through, run through. When we want to check something quickly, we can say, let's check it, or let's review it. These are good. But a very natural way to say this is run through. To run through something means to look at it or practice it quickly. It is not a deep study, it is a quick check. Imagine you are going to the supermarket. You have a shopping list with all the things you need to buy: milk, bread, eggs, and apples. Before you leave your house, you might say to your partner, "Let's run through the list one more time." This means you will read the list quickly. You want to make sure you did not forget anything. You are not studying the list. You are just checking it. Let's run through the list. This is very common at work. Imagine you have a big presentation tomorrow. You will speak in front of many people. Just before the presentation, your boss might say to your team, "Okay, everyone, let's run through the plan one last time." This means everyone will quickly talk about the main points. It is a final, fast practice, a quick review. You use run through for something you already know. You are just refreshing your memory. For example, I need to run through my notes before the test. It is a great active phrasal verb, run through. To check something quickly. Word number 5, reconcile. Our next word is a very mature word. It is about disagreements and finding peace again. The word is reconcile. Reconcile. Imagine 2 good friends. They have a big argument. They are angry with each other. They stop talking. After some time, they miss each other. They decide to talk. They say they are sorry. They become friends again. We can say they made up. This is very common and good. A more formal and deep word is reconcile. To reconcile is to become friends again after a conflict. It is the process of fixing a broken relationship. For example, after many years of not speaking, the 2 brothers finally reconciled. This tells us that they ended their fight. They found a way to be a family again. It is a very powerful and positive change. This word has another interesting meaning. Sometimes we have 2 ideas or feelings that seem to be opposite. They fight inside our minds. For example, maybe you want to travel the world. You dream of seeing new places, but you also need to save money for your future. These 2 desires are in conflict. They seem opposite. I want to spend money on travel. I want to save money. To reconcile these 2 ideas means to find a way to do both. How can I make them work together? Maybe you can find a job that lets you travel. Or maybe you can create a special saving plan for travel. You are trying to reconcile your desire to travel with your need to save. You are finding a balance. So, reconcile is a very thoughtful word. It can be about people making peace, or about finding peace between 2 different ideas inside you. Word number 6, pragmatic. This next word is an adjective. It describes a very smart and realistic way of thinking. The word is pragmatic. Pragmatic. How do you describe a person who is very practical? Someone who thinks about what really works, not just about dreams. We can say they are practical or realistic. These are great words. More advanced and respected word is pragmatic. A pragmatic person looks at a problem and asks, What is the most sensible way to fix this? What is the most useful solution right now? Let's imagine it is lunchtime. You are very hungry. You could go to a very fancy restaurant. The food is amazing, but it costs a lot of money. Or you could make a simple sandwich at home. It is not fancy, but it is fast, easy, and it saves you money. If you need to save money, choosing the sandwich is a pragmatic decision. It is a choice based on a practical need. It is a realistic and smart choice for your situation. We can also talk about a pragmatic approach. An approach is a way of doing something. Imagine a big city with a terrible traffic problem, too many cars. The city leaders could dream about building a new, amazing subway system. This is a nice dream, but it would cost billions of dollars and take 20 years. It is not a solution for now. A more pragmatic approach is to look for smaller, faster solutions. Maybe they can add more bus routes or create special lanes just for buses. This is a pragmatic solution. It is practical. It helps people today. Saying someone or something is pragmatic is a big compliment. It means they are smart, grounded, and they focus on what truly works. Pragmatic. A very powerful word. Word number 7, go along with. Here's our second phrasal verb. You will hear this one a lot in group conversations. The phrasal verb is go along with. 3 words. Go along with. Go along with. When you agree with someone's idea, you can say, I agree. That is perfect. But go along with is a little different. It has a feeling of teamwork. To go along with a plan means you agree to it. Maybe you are not 100% sure it is the best idea, but you are happy to support the group. You do it to be cooperative. Imagine you are planning a holiday with your friends. Some friends want to go to the mountains. They want to go hiking. Other friends want to go to the beach. They want to swim and relax in the sun. You would prefer the beach, but most of your friends are very excited about the mountains. To keep the group happy and to make a decision, you might say, okay, I'll go along with the mountain trip. It sounds like it could be fun. You are agreeing to their plan. You are being a good friend and a team player. You are helping the group move forward. This is so useful at work. In a meeting, your team discusses a problem. There are many different ideas. After a long talk, most people agree on one idea. Maybe it was not your first choice, but you see that the team is ready to work on it. You can say, all right, I can go along with that plan. Let's do it. This shows you are flexible. It shows you are part of the team. So go along with is a wonderful, soft way to agree. It is for showing cooperation. Go along with. Word number 8, resonate. Our next word is very beautiful. It is a little poetic. It describes a feeling of deep personal connection. The word is resonate. R-E-S-O-N-A-T-E, resonate. Sometimes you hear a song, or you read a story, or you listen to an idea, and it affects you in a very deep way. You could say, I really like it. But that feels too simple. The feeling is much bigger than just like. This is when we use the word resonate. If something resonates with you, it feels like it connects to your own life. It feels like it understands you. It strikes a special chord inside your heart. Think about a song. You listen to the words, and it feels like the singer is telling your story. The feelings in the song are your feelings. That music truly connects with you. You can say, This song really resonates with me. This is a wonderful word for talking about art books and movies. Imagine you read a book about a character who is very shy. You were also very shy as a child. You understand the character's feelings perfectly. You can say, "The main character's story resonated with me deeply." An idea can also resonate with people. A politician might give a speech about helping families. Many people in the audience are parents. They care about their families very much. The politician's message connects with their deepest values. We can say her message resonated with the voters. When you use the word resonate, you are showing a deep connection. You are saying that something did not just interest you, it touched you, it moved you. Resonate, a word full of feeling. Word number 9, ambiguous. Let's learn another very useful adjective. This word helps us talk about things that are not clear. The word is ambiguous. Ambiguous. It is a long word. Let's say it slowly. Ambiguous. What do you call something that is unclear? Something that can be understood in 2 or more ways? We might say it is confusing. That is a good word. Ambiguous is more specific. Something that is ambiguous does not have one clear meaning. It is open to different interpretations. Imagine your friend sends you a text message. The message has only one word, later. What does this mean? Does it mean I will see you later today? Does it mean I will call you later this week? Or does it mean let's talk about this later, not now? We don't know for sure. The message is ambiguous. It is not clear. It could mean many things. This is very important at work. Imagine you have a contract. A contract is a very important paper. It must be very, very clear. A contract should not be ambiguous. If a contract says an employee will get a fair bonus, what does fair mean? To the employee, fair might mean $5,000. To the boss, fair might mean $500. The word fair in this situation is ambiguous. It creates confusion. Even actions can be ambiguous. You ask your friend, "Are you happy?" And your friend just gives a small, tight smile. They don't say yes. They don't say no. Their reaction is ambiguous. You cannot be sure what they are feeling. So when a situation or a message is not clear, the perfect word is ambiguous. It shows you are thinking carefully about communication. Word number 10, biased. We are at word number 10. This word is so important for thinking in our modern world. The word is biased. B-I-A-S-I-D. Biased. When a person or a news source is not fair, what do we call it? When they like one side more than another side, we can say it is one-sided. A more precise word is biased. To be biased means to have a special preference for one thing over another. This preference is often unfair. It is like you are judging a race, but one of the runners is your friend. You might secretly want your friend to win. This feeling is a bias. Let's think about the news. Imagine there are 2 people running for president, candidate A and candidate B. A news channel that is biased toward candidate A will only show good things about them. They will show candidate A helping people, smiling and saying smart things. And for candidate B, that same news channel will only show bad things. They will show candidate B making mistakes or looking angry. This news coverage is not fair. It is not balanced. It is biased. This can happen in sports too. A referee in a football game should be fair. He should not be biased. But imagine the referee is from the same hometown as one of the teams. If he keeps making decisions that help his home team, he is being biased. He is not being fair to the other team. We all have biases. It is human. For example, a mother is judging a children's art competition. Her own daughter is in the competition. The mother will probably think her daughter's painting is the best. She has a natural love for her daughter. This makes her biased. The opposite of biased is unbiased or impartial. This means fair and balanced. Understanding the word biased is a very important skill. It helps you ask questions about the information you see and hear. Biased. Unfairly liking one side more. We have learned 10 new words. How do you feel? I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are feeling proud of yourself. You have learned some wonderful, powerful words, like thrive to grow strong, sustainable to last a long time, reassure to make someone feel calm, pragmatic to be smart and practical, and biased to be unfair. You are doing an amazing job. Let's take a little break here. Take a deep breath. Maybe stretch a little. Learning is a marathon, not a sprint. It is important to rest. Okay, are you ready for the next 10 words? Let's continue our journey. Word number 11, carry out. Let's begin the second half with another great phrasal verb. This one is very common in work and formal situations. The phrasal verb is carry out. 2 words, carry out. Carry out. We often use the verb do when we talk about tasks. I need to do this project. The scientists will do an experiment. The word do is great. It is simple and clear. But if you want to sound a little more formal or professional, carry out is a fantastic choice. To carry out something means to perform a task or a plan. It often suggests that the task was planned before. It is an official action. For example, scientists do not just do experiments. They plan them very carefully, so we often say they carry out experiments. The scientists will carry out a series of tests. This sounds more official. It sounds more precise. A company has a new plan to sell more products. This is their new marketing plan. The company doesn't just do the plan, it carries out the plan. The team is carrying out the new marketing strategy. This means they are putting the plan into action. You can carry out instructions. You can carry out a survey. You can carry out an order. In all these examples, you are completing a planned task. So, the next time you are talking about completing a formal duty or a project, you can try using carry out. It is a great way to make your English sound more sophisticated. Carry out. Word number 12, brush up on. Here's another wonderful phrasal verb. This one is about improving skills you already have. The phrasal verb is brush up on. 3 words. Brush up on, brush up on. What do you say when you need to study something you learned a long time ago? Maybe you have forgotten some of it. You might say, I need to study my Spanish again. That is perfectly fine. A very natural and common way to say this is, I need to brush up on my Spanish. To brush up on something means to practice and improve your skill, especially when you have not used that skill for a while. It is like you have a skill that is a little old and dusty. You need to dust it off and make it shiny and new again. That is brushing up on it. This is a perfect phrase for us as language learners. Maybe you learned English in school, but then you stopped for 5 years. Your English might be a little rusty. It means you have forgotten some things. Before you start a new English class, you might want to review the basics. You can say, I need to brush up on my grammar before the class starts. You are not a total beginner. You are just refreshing your memory. This works for any skill. I played the piano when I was a child. I need to brush up on it. Or, I have a new job that uses Excel. I need to brush up on my Excel skills. This is a great phrase to use. It shows that you have the skill. You just need a little practice. Brush up on. To refresh an old skill. Word number 13. Contradict. Our next word is a strong verb. It is for talking about logic and when things do not agree. The word is contradict. Contradict. Imagine someone says something. Then later, they say the complete opposite. We need a word for this. A very good, intelligent word is contradict. To contradict means to say the opposite of what was said before. If two statements contradict each other, they cannot both be true. Only one can be true, or maybe both are false. Let's think about a police investigation. The police are talking to a man. First, the man says, I was at home all night. Then later he says, I went to the cinema last night. The police officer would say, your two stories contradict each other. You cannot be at home all night and at the cinema. One of these must be false. His words contradict each other. You can also contradict a person. This is a formal way to disagree with someone. You might say, I am sorry to contradict you, but I think the numbers show something different. This is a polite but firm way to show a different point of view. Even your actions can contradict your words. Imagine someone says, I care very much about the environment, but then you see them throwing plastic bottles on the street. Their actions contradict their words. Using the word contradict shows that you think in a logical way. It shows you can see when things do not match. It is a big step up from just saying, that's wrong. Word number 14, intense. Let's look at an adjective now. This is a fantastic word you can use instead of very. We use very a lot. Very big, very strong, very difficult. A single more powerful word is intense. intense, intense. Something that is intense is very, very strong. It has an extreme level of force or power. Think about exercise. You can go for a slow, gentle walk that is not intense. But what if you run as fast as you can, and you lift very heavy weights, and you feel completely tired after? That is intense exercise. It is very high energy and very difficult. This word can be used for so many things. We can use it for feelings. Imagine your favorite team wins a huge championship. The feeling of happiness you have is huge. It is powerful. You can say, my feeling of joy was intense. It was not just happy. It was extremely happy. We can use it for situations. Two business people are in a meeting. They are trying to make a very important deal. The pressure is very high. We can say the negotiation was very intense. We can even use it for flavors. Dark chocolate, for example. It does not have a light, sweet taste. It has a very strong, rich taste. You can say, this chocolate has an intense flavor. So, the next time you want to say very strong or very powerful, try using intense. It is a small word, but it has a big impact. Intense. Word number 15. Praise. Our 15th word is a very positive and encouraging word. It is a wonderful alternative to said something good about someone. The word is praise, Praise. Praise. When you want to show you admire what someone has done, what do? You can give them a compliment. A more formal and heartfelt word is praise. To praise someone means to say very good and admiring things about them. It is for showing you think they did a great job. It is often done for an achievement or a special effort. Imagine a teacher reading a student's story. The story is wonderful. The teacher doesn't just say, good job. The teacher says, this is amazing work. Your writing is so beautiful. The teacher is praising the student. She is giving specific and warm admiration. At work, a good boss will praise their team after they finish a difficult project. The manager publicly praised her team for all their hard work. This makes the team feel good. It makes them feel that their work is important. Praise can also be a noun. You can give someone praise. For example, the doctors and nurses received high praise for their work during the crisis. This means many people said wonderful things about them. We usually use praise for something important, like someone's bravery or their creativity or their hard work. You probably would not praise someone's new shoes, but you would praise their dedication to learning English. Praise. A warm and wonderful word for showing admiration. Word number 16. Monitor. Our next word is a verb. It is very important for managers, doctors, and parents. The word is monitor. Monitor, monitor. When you watch something carefully for a period of time, what are you doing? You want to see how it changes. You are not just watching. A more professional and specific word is monitor. To monitor something means to watch it and check its progress over time. It is a careful and systematic observation. For example, in a hospital, a patient is very sick. The doctors and nurses need to check their health constantly. They check their heart rate. They check their temperature. They are monitoring the patient's condition. They are watching carefully for any changes, good or bad. A project manager at a company has an important job. She has to monitor the project. This means she has to watch the time and the money. Is the project on schedule? Are we spending too much money? She is monitoring the project to make sure it is successful. Parents also monitor their children. Imagine children are playing a game on the computer. A parent might monitor how much time they play. This does not mean the parent is angry. It means the parent is watching carefully to make sure the child is safe and healthy. The key idea is watching something over time. You are looking for changes or progress. So, when you talk about checking something over a period, monitor is the perfect word. Word number 17, diplomatic. Let's learn an adjective about a very important social skill. The word is diplomatic, diplomatic. How do you describe a person who is very good with people? Someone who can say difficult things without making people angry or upset. We could say they are careful or polite. A much better word is diplomatic. To be diplomatic means to be very skillful in sensitive situations. A diplomatic person can give bad news or criticism in a kind and careful way. Let's imagine your friend cooks dinner for you, and the food is not very good. It is too salty. A non-diplomatic or undiplomatic response would be, "This is too salty. I can't eat it." This is honest, but it will probably hurt your friend's feelings. A diplomatic response would be something like, Thank you so much for cooking for me. That is so kind. For my taste, it is a little bit salty, but I really appreciate you making it. Do you see the difference? You are still being honest, but you are doing it in a gentle and kind way. You are being diplomatic. This word comes from the job of a diplomat. A diplomat is a person whose job is to manage relationships between countries. This is a very sensitive job. They must always be diplomatic. You can describe a person as diplomatic. My manager is very diplomatic. She is great at solving arguments in the team. And you can describe a statement as diplomatic. That was a very diplomatic answer to a difficult question. Being diplomatic is a wonderful skill to have. Word number 18, engaging. Here's a wonderful adjective. It is a great replacement for interesting or fun. The word is engaging. E-N-G-A-G-I-N-G, engaging. When something captures all of your attention, what is it? It pulls you in. You feel involved. The perfect word to describe this is engaging. If something is engaging, it is so interesting and attractive that you cannot look away. It makes you want to be a part of it. Think about a really good movie. You are watching it. The story is exciting. You forget about everything else. You are completely focused on the movie. The movie is engaging. Or think about a great teacher. A great teacher does not just talk. They tell stories. They ask questions. They make the students excited to learn. Their lessons are engaging. The students want to participate. A book with an engaging plot is a book you can't put down. You have to know what happens next. We can also describe people as engaging. An engaging person has a personality that is so charming and interesting. When they talk, people want to listen. She is a very engaging speaker. Everyone listened for the whole hour. So, next time you feel something is more than just interesting, try using engaging. It shows that you are not just a passive watcher. You were captured by it. You were involved. Word number 19, pipe down. We are almost at the end. Here's our last phrasal verb. This one is very informal. The phrasal verb is pipe down. 2 words, pipe, down, pipe down. What do you say when you want someone to be quiet, especially if they are being very loud? You could say, be quiet. A very common but informal way to say this is pipe down. Pipe down is a command. It means stop talking or be less noisy. It is not very polite, so you have to be careful when you use it. You would usually use it with people you know very well, like your friends, your brother or sister, or maybe your children. Imagine you are trying to watch a movie at home, and your 2 friends are talking very, very loudly. You can't hear the movie. You might turn to them and say with a small smile, "Hey guys, could you pipe down a little? I can't hear anything." Or imagine a group of children playing and shouting in the house. Their parent might say, "Okay, everyone, it's time to pipe down. It's getting too loud." Because it is a command, it can sound rude. You would never, ever say this to your boss in a meeting. You would not say it to your teacher. That would be very disrespectful. But it is a phrase that native speakers use in casual situations. Learning it helps you understand real, informal English. Pipe down, an informal way to say be quiet. Word number 20, browse. And here we are, our final word for today, number 20. This is a verb that we use every single day, especially with the internet. The word is browse, B-R-O-W-S-E, browse. What do you call the action of looking at things in a relaxed, slow way? You are not looking for anything specific. You are just looking. The perfect verb for this is browse. To browse means to look through a group of things in a casual way. You are not in a hurry. Imagine you walk into a beautiful bookstore. You do not have one special book you want to buy. You just want to look. You walk slowly from one shelf to the next. You pick up a book here. You read the back cover there. You are browsing. It is the same in a clothing store. The shop assistant asks, "Can I help you find something?" If you are just looking around, you can say, "No, thank you, I'm just browsing." This is a very common and very useful response. The assistant will understand that you don't need help right now. And of course, we use this word for the internet. The program you use to go on the internet is called a web browser, like Chrome or Safari or Firefox. When you are on your phone or computer, just clicking from one website to another, you are browsing the internet. So browse is a simple but very useful word. It describes that relaxed feeling of looking without a specific goal. And that was our 20th word. Let's take a deep, slow breath together. You did it. You have just learned 20 new, wonderful, and powerful words. Words that will help you express your true self in English. Let's just quickly remember them one more time. We learned thrive, to grow strong and be very successful. Sustainable, able to continue for a long time. Reassure, to make someone feel calm and not afraid. Run through, to check something quickly. Reconcile, to become friends again. Pragmatic, to be practical and realistic. Go along with, to agree with a group's idea. Resonate, to feel a deep personal connection to an idea. Ambiguous, not clear, with more than one meaning. Biased, not fair, liking one side more. Carry out, to do a formal task or plan. Brush up on, to refresh an old skill. Contradict, to say the opposite. Intense, very, very strong. Praise, to say wonderful, admiring things. Monitor, to watch something carefully over time. Diplomatic, to be skillful and kind in sensitive situations. Engaging, very interesting, capturing your attention. Pipe down, an informal way to say, be quiet. And browse, to look at things in a relaxed way. Look at all these new tools you have. Your English vocabulary is so much richer now. You made it to the end. I am so, so proud of you. I want you to take a moment and feel proud of yourself too. You gave yourself a gift today, the gift of knowledge, the gift of growth. Remember that feeling we talked about at the beginning? That feeling of being a little bit stuck? These words are your keys. They can unlock new doors. They can help you go from just surviving in English to truly, truly thriving. But learning the words is only the first step. The real magic happens when you start to use them. So I have a small invitation for you in the comments section or just in your own private notebook. I invite you to write one sentence, just one. Pick your favorite word from our lesson today, the one that resonated with you the most, and try to use it in a sentence about your life. This little action will help the word stay in your memory. It will make the word yours. And please, always remember this. Learning a language is a long and beautiful journey. There will be easy days and there will be difficult days. That is normal. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Every word you learn, every time you listen, you are moving forward. You are growing. Thank you so much for your time and for your trust. It was an honor to be your guide today. If this lesson was helpful for you, please consider giving it a like or a follow. It helps our podcast reach more amazing learners like you all around the world. Keep practicing. Stay curious. And remember that you are capable of amazing things. Thank you for being here, my friend. I cannot wait to see you in our next lesson. Until then, keep thriving. Goodbye for now.